Welcome back, I'm Zoe, and this is Absolver, the single player. We are now ready to head over to Adal Tower proper for the final marked one, and also the final boss fight with Risryn. Oh, I should mention this. This door right here is where you will find the Stagger Master, but first you have to defeat Jen Meska. So, you can't really do that until after you've reached level 25. There's some folks online who say that you can find Jen Meska after you've defeated Risryn, but I have not found that to be the case. I've got two characters that I made it all the way through the game without leveling up, and did not find Jen Meska in any of the locations he's supposed to be at. If you hear any strange sounds in the background, that's my cat. I haven't paid enough attention to her today, so she's being obnoxious. Oh, wrong way. Pardon me, ma'ams. I did not mean to disturb your sunbathing. If you do happen to run into enemies that you don't feel like engaging, their aggro range is extremely short, so all you have to do is just back up a little bit, and then they'll run back to their starting positions. That can actually be a problem if you want to fight them, because sometimes you'll punch them out of their aggro range, and then they will promptly abandon the fight and run back to their starting position. I'm not entirely sure if that means you lose all of the experience for the moves that you're learning from them or not. But nevertheless, it is annoying because you'll be punching them and trying to get them... There's my cat. You'll be trying to punch them and get them back into the fight, and they'll just run around you and ignore you. And now we're headed to the Tower of Adal. This last marked one, it took me forever to figure out where they were. I wandered around for somewhat close to 3 hours without finding them before finally giving up and going on Google and saying, where is the 6th marked one? And the video showed me, and I was like, well, I would have never ever suspected looking in that spot. Here's the altar. There's something to collect over here, I think. Oh no, right, that's a door that you can open from the other side. It's one of the few in the game that opens up a shortcut. I went the wrong way to get to it, of course. Let me just sit down, meditate for a second, and then we will go to the marked one, because they are over here. See, like, according to the map, they should be somewhere around here. But there's just wooden debris over here. And then there's a stairway that leads up here. Where could they possibly be? Here's where they are. Boy, my cat is really being obnoxious. Cat's like, oh, you won't pay attention to me? Okay, fine, then I'll destroy everything in the room. Okay, this has turned in a lot into the Lamrin fight all over again. And I'm not sure why. Yeah, that really wasn't difficult at all. Oh, silence. There's a good ability to point out. As you can see, it prevents your opponent from using their shards at all. I'm not sure on the amount of time on that, but it's a pretty interesting ability, because it can prevent them from healing, it can prevent them from throwing shockwaves. Just good stuff. Okay. But now we are headed over to Risryn, and the way that this is structured is sort of a gauntlet, where the whole point is you're supposed to fight everybody on every level going all the way up. You don't really need to do that. I mean, you can if you want to. You can totally fight everybody all the way up if you're so inclined and you want to learn the moves from the various characters in here. Well, there's one, but I'm certain there's another one hiding somewhere in here. Or maybe not. Those little flashes of black you see on her are called fainting, and you do that by hitting the guard button in the middle of an attack, so that you can cancel out most of your big attacks. It generally does not work with fast attacks, because the animation is completed before you finish pulling the trigger. But the medium and slow attacks you can cancel, so you can trick your opponent into trying to attack and then you go for something else. Or you get them to dodge and then you set them up for a different attack. So it's got some interesting uses. I don't use them because I'm stupid, and that's far too complicated for me. So glad this episode is almost over, because I'm gonna have to grab the cat and give her a stroke or two. Okay, there's another cairn over there. I'm gonna run past this guy. And past this lady. I might have to fight this one. He's going to be in for a nasty surprise if I can get him where I want him. Almost there. Almost. No, he's gonna do that to me. He really is. Now. Oh, poop. Okay. Alrighty then. Okay, this mask is kind of cool, but I can't show it until after I get out of the top of the tower. Nope, 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 nope. Y'all continue about your lamenting being lost prospects. It's really dark in here. Okay, there we go. And it's dark on the PS4 version too, but it's not that dark. That's like Dark Souls dark. So now we're practically to the top of the tower. And it's going to be a slightly familiar face if you've got a good memory. If not, I'll remind you who he is. Why look, it's the master who sent you to this place at the beginning of the game. And that's pretty much it. It's another post-apocalyptic setting. That's why a lot of people have been comparing this to Dark Souls because, like for instance, when you go to equipment, and you'll see that each piece of equipment has a little bit of information on it. Some of them talk about different tribes and stuff, but the story's much more skimpy compared to what you'd find in Dark Souls, and that's okay. I mean, really, you don't need a story for this type of game. You're a martial artist, you're going to train, you're going to fight some other martial artists, so the setting and the story aren't nearly as important. I admit it is a little disappointing to me because I find that with as pretty as this world is, I do want to know more. I do want to know how the world came to be this way. I want to know the story behind images like this. But no such luck. The single player is just really, really skimpy, so there's not any explanation for what's going on. It's a minor detail, but for somebody like me who loves a good story, Horizon Zero Dawn I just adored because the story and the characters were so good. Having said that, I don't need a story in every game. Or even a good story in every game, because I play Fallout 4 all the time and that story sucks. Alright, so here we are. This is Risryn. Once again, there's a cutscene. I'll shut up.
Eknavelalen. Aun lepart, tangim besfatel, zaseklem maselotran.
I kind of wish that when you folded that mask it had gone to your inventory, because it is a really cool mask. But you don't. After you face Risryn for a second time, you do get her her overcoat. It is a really, really sweet looking outfit. And like Kargal and Kilnor, she will pop a sword in the middle of this fight, and she will become much, much more dangerous because her sword does a lot of cut damage, and I'm not wearing a whole lot of armor. But fortunately, she is mostly easy to beat. You just have to watch out for her combos, because if she can get a combo off, she's going to take a lot of health very quickly. And she's popped her sword. So I'm going to try and get her to... Oh, nope. Yeah. Now, ideally, she's the one you want to be able to face multiple times, because she's got some great sword form moves. But the problem is that, like the other named bosses, you have to go through combat trials in order to even get back to her. Uh-oh. Out of stamina. It's okay. She's almost dead. Oh, wait. Insult to injury. I love it.
Cor, seta saune perio, nos contrema legiuam, alamen batistera mal.
Setas vienelalem. Negdotem mecas lepard, tan exemparem dural, ec portes jur, exem ashlon de maler, lesales metalem, ampanas. Ec partelis en Adal, amentren. Quandiam vienas, nos ec aplerem, ec mecas aprim.
Alright, there you go. That's pretty much all of the single player. Now, okay, and as you see, I unlocked the Risryn sword, and you are now an Absolver. Woo. The way it ends implies that they might do something with more single-player content at a later date. But for right now, that's pretty much all of the story right there. It's underwhelming, to say the least. But, again, the combat was good enough that once I beat the game on the first time around, I said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the online. But that concludes these episodes for the single-player campaign, and there's going to be some time where I spend grinding to get to level 25 before I record another episode facing Jin Meska, getting to the mentor, and getting the stagger style, and then I can start doing the combat trials. For now, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you'll tune in next time.